Hey guys, it's Megan from TV Guide, and we are hanging out with the challenge myth, the legend himself, Johnny Bananas, and we are going to break down his biggest feuds of this entire franchise. Are you ready to do this, Johnny?
Wow. Careful. You're about to bite off a lot more than you can chew, young lady.
The biggest feud coming off of last season was Devin. There were a lot of fireworks there. What is that situation? How does Devin rank in the people that you are beefing with now?
I mean, I'd put Devin kind of in the same category as a lot of the new guys, you know, TYB, who are known as Team Thank You Bananas, because without me, these guys would have zero relevance on television. Basically, I mean, the way that I see it is when you don't bring anything to the television screen, when you don't bring a personality, when you don't bring character, what do? You've got to find somebody else to essentially just try and ride their coattails. And that's Devin's MO. Devin, like I've said in the past, is a poor man's Wes. And his only relevance on television, he knows this, is when he goes after me, when he tries to start drama with me. We all saw how that worked out for him last season, not well. He had one big moment. That was beating me in a light bright elimination. He should have just, you know, taken that one for what it was worth. Listen, man, pat on the back. You beat me in a complete crapshoot, but you went a little more extra than he should have, and I think annoyed a lot of people along the way, not just me.
All right, well, someone who also thinks that they have outdone you in every way, shape, or form is Wes, and he is back this season on War of the Worlds. Where does Wes rank in this situation?
I would have to say, as far as rivalries go, Wes and I's rivalry dates back to the dawn of time, and I would have to say that's probably the most legitimate rivalry on the list. However, Wes suffers from something that's called delusions of grandeur, and this goes along with having a very serious case of gingivitis. The only world that a lot of the ideas and a lot of the things that Wes sees are in the world that he has created. When he says he's beat me at everything, essentially every challenge we've ever been on together, I have beat him, okay? The Ruins, Wes was beaten. Rivals 3, embarrassed Wes and beat him. Wes did beat me, I will say, in blind stick fighting on Chance vs. Stars 1, but I came back in Chance vs. Stars 2 and beat him in a swimming pool, which is supposed to be his realm, where he does his best work, okay? I always said he does the best work in the dark because then people don't know how ugly he actually is, but that's for another discussion. But as far as the Wes and Johnny Bananas rivalry is concerned, it is alive and well.
Do you think Wes is more legitimate than Tony, your former protege, who decided to stand up and try and prove he wanted to be one of the big dogs now?
The difference with mine and Tony's rivalry is I feel like Tony did what he did, I feel like, in a way out of necessity. I feel like Tony was looking for this move, this make or break move. I think he had been accused for a long time of living in my shadow. And I think that Tony wanted a breakout season and he needed a move to break out of that. It wasn't just Tony's decision either. There was a lot of forces at work, outside forces, that I think affected his decision as well. Kayla, Zach, production, a lot of people were in his ear, encouraging him to make the move that he did. I got nothing but love for the guy. I think, you know, obviously coming back on last season of Final Reckoning, any issues that were there, any bad blood, is completely water under the bridge at this point.
He did his big dad proud.
He did.
Challenge dad proud.
He did. You know what, Tony, I'm proud of you, man. You learned from the best.
Now, Bananas, starting with the rival that you will probably never live down, Sara. You stole $250,000 from her. How is that situation? How do you feel about it?
I mean, stole is a harsh word. I don't know if I'd say I stole. I think I took back what was rightfully mine. That's the way I like to look at the situation.
Interesting way.
Listen, this is one of those topics that could be debated until the end of time. There are Team Sara and there are Team Bananas. There are people that agree with what I did. There are people who disagree with what I did. And you know what? These two camps are always going to have a disagreement. Let's not forget, the rivalry between Sara and I was started with who? Not me. I didn't create the rivalry. She did. We were friends up until she drew first blood. And once she rewrote the rules of what friendship meant to her and an alliance meant to her, and essentially winning was put above everything else, alliances, friendships, promises, whatever else you want to say, then that's when things got really interesting. And, you know, people give me crap for the move that I made, but in essence, I was just playing by the rules that she set out, okay? She said many times after she made the move that she made on me that it's a game, she's here to win the game, and she's here to make money for one person, and that is herself. These are her words, not mine. So all I did was just play by the rules that she set out. We have not spoken since that, you know, fateful day high atop a mountain in Argentina. I know she does love, you know, talking about me on the Botox Candy podcast because, you know, obviously they know that it's like clickbait. They're going to get more views and more listeners if they're talking about me than, you know, anyone else. So I get it. Makes sense.
You brought her up as a partner possibility for Final Reckoning. How scared are you that she might show up just to repay the favor?
I mean, good luck. You know, this is a different landscape than she was used to. Things have gotten a lot more vicious, a lot more brutal, a lot more difficult than they used to be.
All right, now there's only one person who matches your challenge legendness, let's say, and has the physical prowess to back it up, and that is CT. We have never seen you guys really go head to head. What is
That's
that?
not true.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Multiple
Guys,
times.
Bananas backpack. Cue it.
How about let's go to the puzzle pyramid where I beat him, and let's also go to T-Bone where we also won. So yeah, if you want to, you know, start counting up elimination wins, guess who holds the title there? This guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you saying that you don't consider CT a threat?
I did not say that. When we're talking about elimination wins, I'm a notch above as far as they're concerned. Now, was the win against me, the banana backpack, was that probably some of the most epic television ever? I would have to agree. But, you know, you gotta look at the scoreboard.
We've talked about 6 feuds that we have here. Now we want you to order them. Who do you think would be the worst person for you to have to be partnered with on Rivals 4, if there is a Rivals 4?
Devin, obviously. I mean, the guy has zero redeeming qualities about him in real life, on the challenge, athletically, physically, mentally. The guy's just a total waste of space.
So if Devin's number 1, who's number 2?
Listen, I'd have to say, you know, the TYB guys, I mean, just not a big fan. I'm not going to go out of my way to provide any sort of validity to any of these guys. And being my partner, let's be real, it's exactly what that would do. So again, I'm in no rush to make these guys any more relevant than they already have tried to use me to become.
All right, and then number 3.
I'd have to say Sara, only because even if we were great partners and even if we did do well, I know in the back of her mind she would be looking to repay the favor the entire season. So yeah, that would be in the back of my mind. So it's almost like I'd be competing with a poison pill the entire time. You know what I mean? I'd have to say next would be Wes, only because I think when it comes to me and Wes, I mean, we just we're like oil and water in the challenge house, and we would have a very difficult time, I think, handing the reins over to the other one. I don't think it would necessarily bode well for us as far as being paired up together. I think it would make for great television. We'd be like the odd couple arguing about everything. And I'd have to go with Tony next. I mean, we've already been partners. I know how well him and I do together. I mean, we were like Batman and Robin. Or is he? We were like Batman and Robin, except we were both Batman. That's exactly how he described it. Love the guy. I would definitely be open to pairing myself up with him any other day. And you know what? We should have won that season. Final Reckoning was ours. We had it in the bag, so that's that one that we need to kind of, you know, it's still out there. We still need to make up for that.
What I'm hearing you saying is that you would like a season where you were partners with CT then.
100%. Listen, besides Wes, CT and I also have a very long-standing rivalry. Even though it hasn't bubbled to the surface in a while, make no mistake, under the surface, you know, all is not well in paradise. You know what I mean? You see that every season. I mean, CT and I have never really, with the exception of Champ Stars when we won that season, him and I have just never worked together, but I think we would be the most formidable team to probably ever grace the television screen, and that's probably why I don't want to do it.
Well, guys, that's us hanging out with Bananas. You heard it straight here. Those are the rivalries broken down. And MTV, please let us have a Bananas and CT partner season.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, guys.
I stamped that.